Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerdrant. I'm Dr. Zombrain, also known as Seth, with my co-host...
JJK Junior Wolf, and I'm so tired.
I hear it. I wanted to do something
up at
else.
5 a.m., bro.
5 a.m., that's nothing.
5 a.m., and I've been up this entire time.
I
got like 6 hours of sleep.
I didn't go to bed till like 7
Bruh.
a.m. I watched 5 seasons of a single show.
Bruh.
I mean, let's start off with some drama. You know Loot Station? The one Fortnite guy that does like the level stuff? He's a banana.
Yeah.
Did you see that his account got terminated? His YouTube account?
Yes. Yeah.
I was happy about that. Because, you know, I'm generally not a fan of these XP people. Well, and every time he tweeted something, I just be like, womp womp. Can you guess what happened? His account's back.
Yeah.
And do you know why I hate that? Because for the last 5 days, he's been counting down a video called The Truth. And I'm like, what? So my man has just been milking this. And I'm like, this is exactly my problem with you, my guy. Like, you're clickbaiting, you are milking it. Your account's back, The Truth, all that stuff.
I don't understand why, like, when iTalk got banned and the entire community was begging for his account back and he didn't get it, but then this guy who literally
it wasn't his Fortnite account.
Off of...
No, it wasn't his Fortnite account. His Fortnite account was fine. His creator code was fine. It was his YouTube channel that got terminated. I got like 12 channel strikes.
But it's still Epic, right?
YouTube.
But, like, Epic is the one that puts out the strikes. YouTube doesn't put out strikes. It's if somebody, files a copyright claim against the channel, then the strike comes.
The problem with it, because I didn't watch, because I don't want to give him my view, but, like, I do understand from the tweets that I saw, it's kind of confusing, because why would Epic keep his creator code, but strike his channel? That doesn't really make sense. The whole situation doesn't make sense. Anyway, I just saw that, like, this happened, like, just now while I was scrolling. I'm like, dude, this is exactly why I say wop wop every time you complain. You deserve this. You're clickbaiting the children. Anyway, we're doing Christmas.
Maybe you shouldn't have built your career off of scam.
No. Anyway, Christmas, Merry Holidays, Happy Birthday, all that stuff.
Yes, Happy Jingle Bell Day.
Not Jingle Bell Day, Happy Birthday.
Jingle Bell Day.
Nobody cares about Jingle Bells. Everybody cares about his birthday. Whose birthday, though?
A small child.
No, Frosty. Come on, bro. Anyway. We're doing a double feature again. We're going to start with Call of Duty, then we're going to Fortnite's winter Christmas events. So did you play that one map, JJ?
I did not play it, but I watched it.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Jingle Hells. Let's start with that. What do you think of the name? I think it's funny.
It's a pun.
It is a pun. I mean, what do you think of the visuals of the map? Because I think that's one of the best parts about Black Ops 6 Zombies. Is just the visuals are great and just the aesthetic and vibe and the map design.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good reskin that doesn't feel like a reskin. Like, enough is different that it makes it feel like its own thing. But, you know, it's still familiar enough to the people who, you know, because you've said before, like, all the maps are kind of different levels of difficulty. And obviously Liberty Falls is, like, the easiest one. And so them reskinning that one kind of allows a level of accessibility that, say, I was struggling on one of the other maps, I can still play the holiday update because it's on the easiest map.
Yeah, like So Day More, which I still haven't done the Easter egg on, and doing that as Christmas, like, that would have been miserable for so many people, because that one is hard. I did get someone who, by the way, is top, like, it's on, like, the global leaderboard. They tried to help me, and we still couldn't do it. So that one's really hard.
Yeah, sounds crazy.
But because we got in like less than 30 minutes, we got to the Easter egg, like the boss fight, but then we spent prep time. But then it's like we just kept, like, the moment you go down when you do boss fights, you don't get back up with all your perks. The moment you lose your perks, you die. Like, there is no coming back from it, because you lose your extra health, you lose your speed, you lose your reload, and especially with all the augments, it's like, well, now I can't reload while sprinting. Not just faster reload, but all that stuff. But the map, from what I've seen, I did play it a bit. I didn't like complete the Easter egg on it because nothing special. It's kind of confusing. Because I know you played a little bit and like you pack a punch and you know the salvage that you pick up to upgrade your rarity. None of that's there.
Yeah, it was the presents.
It was the presents, but none of the presents dropped Aether tools, which are different, an item that will upgrade your weapon rarity. So if you pick up a purple Aether tool or legendary, it upgrades to purple or legendary. And it's just kind of confusing that there wasn't anything like that in the presents or the snowman. There was zero way to
just drop different rarity weapons.
Yeah, but then it's like it's just kind of confusing because then like that goes. It's just weird. But the other problem is the ammo mods. Sure, you can get better rarity. You can't get ammo mods though, because you need salvage for that. So it's just kind of weird that there was nothing. And then even if you get Vulture Aid, because there's no machine either. And it just feels like there was some missed opportunity there. But like character design, what do you think about that for the zombie?
It felt special.
Like the spider round with all the little tiny shoes on the spiders.
It was entertaining and definitely made them less intimidating.
It did. Except, if anything, I would say they're more intimidating, specifically on the spider rounds, because it makes you super slow, which is hard. Because you don't have as many perks because of this and that, it definitely feels like you take a hit on those rounds a lot more. And they're a lot more frequent. But no, it's fun. That's something that they did before. I saw Prestigious Key talk about it. It was the Cold War zombie map during Halloween. And I agree. It's just because it's a limited event, I kind of wish they would just make you as strong as possible, because I feel like that's more fun than having a hard challenge when you have these other two maps. So like again with the salvage thing and getting legendaries and getting all this extra stuff, I wish it was a little easier, because if it's only out for 2-3 weeks, just let us be OP and get high rounds if we can, especially with that slow.
It's weird. It feels like they kind of went halfway on it, though. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, the map design's great, but gameplay just isn't there.
Yeah, like, there was the sleigh in the beginning, right? The sleigh drops you off. But then if you go to do the ending with the helicopter, it's a helicopter, not the sleigh. You'd think they would have actually made it the sleigh that dropped you off. Or even the Easter egg, change it a little bit to be more themed. But no, like, nothing actually changed.
Really. Oh, and another thing with the Easter egg is I realized why I was struggling is they don't not just drop salvage, you don't get armor either. So I was trying to do the Easter egg and I'm like, why am I taking 50 days? Oh, it's because I don't have armor, and I haven't had armor. I'm on round 10 and I haven't had armor since round 2. And it's just like, I wish the presents that you get in like the naughty nice, like there's different things that they could have done, but like you said, it just kind of feels like they went halfway with the map. Like, visually is great, gameplay just wasn't there. But it's a fun little challenge. I think if you get some people on, it's fine. The other big thing is Archie's Festival Frenzy. Classic thing, you get points. However, this is terrible, by the way. The way this works. How do you think this works?
Well, considering I have zero idea what you're talking about, I'm gonna guess it's a festival, and he goes on some sort of frenzy involving killing.
Yes. So
zombies? Question mark.
Everything. So you get these little so you get like the points to claim stuff in all the modes, except it can be really random. Like I know I told you at the beginning, Prestigious Key again. He was saying how at this launch he got to round 100. 6-hour game, and one of his friends got 11. Mind you, right now I have 2 rewards left, which are 50 and 25. Imagine spending 6 hours in a single zombie match, and you can barely get half of one of the rewards.
Yeah.
But that's not what really is annoying. What's annoying is you do not get them for the kill. You have to pick it up and wait for the match to end. Meaning, I was doing like Steakhouse grinding camos, and I would miss out because I could not get to the other side of the map to pick up the thing. And they'd just be laying there, and I could see it, and the pile of bodies, but it's because I mostly play hardcore. I just die by the time I get there, because And it's just like, why do I not just get it? If I kill them, why do I not just, I don't know. But what's good news is, JJ, you get all the rewards, even though you haven't played. Woohoo! Because of the pacing, but also there was this really fun bug where if you played leading up to it, you just got some of the credits, and it takes about 300, like 250, 300 to claim everything, and people started the event with 3,000. I started with like 200s. I didn't get everything. I had like 4 or 5 rewards left, but I'm like, oh, nice. So they're just like, everyone gets it at the end, whether you played or not. But yeah, that's really it. Another thing I want to talk about this episode is we're coming up on New Year's, and we got in. Are you in Fortnite, Call of Duty right now?
No, I'm not.
I was just gonna say they have a New Year's pack. They got some guns that are pretty cool. You got a champagne Syntax grenade skin, and then you get this kill effect where it pops up 2025 on the guns. So like when you kill them, it just explodes into fireworks. It's great. I want to talk about that too, because it's New Year's, so they have a little New Year's pack. Nothing else extra. Except, do you know what is great? Do you know what's coming in 6 days? Is a Squid Games 2 event. Ready? It's gonna have an event pass.
With a premium track?
Yeah.
I wonder where they got that from.
Because I saw somebody saying that about Fortnite, and it's like, yet again, Fortnite's consequences. It's like, bro, Fortnite is innocent. Like, they're doing good business practices because they have the free pass. There is ways to get the currency free. But here's the biggest difference between Fortnite and Call of Duty. JJ, what is that biggest difference when it comes to, like, these premium passes and bundles and stuff?
The currency.
No.
Right? No?
Why it's okay in Fortnite and not okay in Call of Duty? You know this. Do you give up?
Listen, bro, I'm so tired.
Free to play. It's free to play.
Oh, so yeah, that's right.
So we do not have to spend $80 then spend $20 to get the pass.
I keep forgetting that Call of Duty's not free to play because 90% of people are playing it for free off Game Pass.
Yeah, so like, even then though, it's still costing money to get Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite, you can play online on PlayStation and Xbox for free without that online subscription. So like, Fortnite, yes, some of it's a little crazy, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but, like, it makes sense to have these event passes and all these bundles and stuff. But Call of Duty, it's like, my guy, I spent $90. I do not need to spend $10 or $30 for the seasonal battle pass if you want Black Cell, and then a bonus pass?
Yeah.
It's a bit crazy. But gameplay-wise, I'm still having fun. I've been grinding camos out. Zombies was fun. So, have you played at all since last time? Or have you checked out any more gameplay?
I have played a couple matches, but it's mostly stuff I've seen online, like different, obviously a lot more zombie stuff I've seen, because people playing Easter eggs and stuff, so I've seen a good bit of the map, and then I've seen what I'm guessing are some of, like, the newer added guns and clips of, like, hardcore stuff.
Yeah, no, so with the Archie's Festive Festival, or Frenzy, whatever it is, because I already closed it out of the game, you get a sniper rifle with it, and then last one we got a shotgun. We do have one more event coming up. There's around a month left of the season, so we're wrapping up and coming close to season 2. I'm looking forward to the next event, because we're supposed to get the cleaver still, and I think one other gun. So, because once I get the cleaver, I'm doing a prestige where I'm not touching the sniper and I'm not touching the power drill that we got, because I want to do the entire prestige melee and sniper only, including zombies. So I'm going to, like, grind the camos and all that stuff in both multiplayer zombies with all the weapons. So I'm waiting till I get the cleaver so I can do that. But yeah, so Call of Duty Holidays.
Woohoo!
Anything else? Any other game you want to get to before we get to the meat of it? Any other, like, big game event that you've seen for Christmas or New Year's?
If only I had time to play other games.
Not just time. I didn't know if you saw
How's
anything.
Terraria's Christmas doing? Has there been any changes to that ever?
What?
Terraria's Christmas event.
What do you mean?
Like,
I mean,
the Christmas stuff in Terraria. Have they ever, like, added anything to that, or is it still just the same exact thing?
they probably added some different rewards. I know there's the Frost Legion. Santa Claus comes into town, and that probably, like, his shop changed a little bit. But I know there probably has been something in one of the last few updates after 1.4. Because after 1.4, they've made some pretty big changes to stuff like NPCs, pylons, and stuff. But I haven't really played since 1.4 as much. So, or I played modded, which is completely different. So I have no idea what's vanilla or not.
Yeah, that's true.
But no. Yeah, because Minecraft also... Wait, yeah! How does Minecraft event work? Because Minecraft, like, the things go... The chests become presents. Is that only on Christmas Day, or is that, like, a week-long thing?
Do they?
Yeah! I'm 99% sure that, like, it is an automatic thing. Because then all pumpkins became jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween. Because you can be a jack-o'-lantern without the torch in it. So, like, that was just, like, a textual thing.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I'm, like, 99% sure. So I don't know if that's, like, a week-long thing. If that's... I feel like for Minecraft, it's a day thing. So on Christmas Day and on Halloween, it happens. Whereas...
Yeah, I always just thought it was, like, just the texture pack.
No, I mean, there is a texture pack, but no, I'm 99% sure. You guys can correct me, because I have not cared about a Minecraft Christmas in about 10 years, probably.
Bray.
But yeah. Okay, let's get into Fortnite. I just want to point out, I'm pretty sure I played more during Wrecked than now. Because if I go over to my quests, because the quest tab's still broken, okay. So I can see my weeklies, right? And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 5 week 1 quests left. We're coming up on week 4. So, barely played. Do you know what else is fun, JJ? Do you know what's been this little notice that I've seen for weeks now when I hop on just to, like, claim my presence or something? Ballistic availability. Unranked ballistic is disabled until a future update. You have to play ranked.
Yep.
I think it's been like that for like a week and a half.
Pretty much.
Also, we're over a week into Winterfest and we're only getting the hunting rifle today. So, I want to start with that, with how long it took. How do you feel about Winterfest starting so late this year?
I don't like it.
Because I remember back in the day, we would get our free skin, because, there's one reward saved for the last, and that's normally one of the free skins, was on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
And we started, like, the 20th.
Yeah.
Like, there's still presents that we can't open, and it's the 26th. No, that's the time. It's the 28th. It's almost the 29th.
Yeah, I don't like starting this late, because I do like just the presents as a lead up to Christmas. Like, it's like an advent calendar, You're opening a present every day, getting something, and it's a lead up to Christmas. I feel like that was the fun part of it. So starting so late, it just, I don't know, it kind of takes the fun suspense out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Another thing about Fortnite is, check out the images I sent you. Do you see the difference in them? Because I was looking through my PlayStation, I'm like, wait, hold up. Did they change the image for Fortnite? Because this looks so much better.
Yeah, I've seen it change. I think it's actually changed a couple times in the past few days, like back and forth between these two.
But no, so that's not different days. That is different tabs. That's what's confusing. If I go to my collection, it's this nice little tab where it's 4 images and it's their PvP mode: Ballistic, OG, Reload, and Chapter 6. And the other one is on my installed. And it's the current one where it's like the creative tab. That's so at the same time. So, I don't know. I really wish it was permanently the cooler one with the 4 PvP modes, but,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Fortnite's been struggling a little bit.
Maybe. It's almost like they fired a bunch of their staff.
Did they fire? I thought that was Microsoft.
No, they had layoffs a little while back. It's not nearly as big as everyone else, but they did have layoffs.
Okay. I feel like some of that, it's not, I don't know. It's the same thing. It's not that they're lazy, but it just still feel like their priorities are just set at the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's better, though. I don't know about you. I do think it is significantly better now than, like, early Chapter 5.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, with Chapter 5, there is one nice thing that Chapter 5 had that Chapter 6 does not, is a Christmas LTM.
That is true.
I thought there was, like, 6 of them in the files. I thought we were gonna get that Melee ice game. I thought there was, like 4 or 5 different LTMs updated, and we haven't got nothing.
How dare you assume that they are going to give us something, Seth?
Yeah, that's my bad. My bad, chat.
That would make sense.
Would make sense. Yeah, no, it's kind of annoyed about that, but oh well. Let's talk about the quests for Winterfest for Fortnite. They're really random this year. Like, I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I haven't finished. I probably can finish a bunch of them. But yeah, because I'm on case 29. What case number are you on?
I don't even know.
It's like, so do we know? Like, I know there's some kind of story. Is this important to the main story?
I highly doubt it.
Like, and why is it black and white? Like, I do like that when you're doing the private eye quests, you know, it goes all black and white when you're around the quest item. But, like, why?
Just for funsies.
I guess. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if it was green and red instead for Christmas colors? That'd be terrible for colorblind people, though.
Literally.
Same thing. It would be black and white. No, it's just... Yeah, that's one reason why I just haven't been playing. Fortnite just feels so off right now.
I feel like they keep putting themselves in such a weird spot. Because, like, right now, yes, I would confidently say the game is so much better than it was last chapter.
No,
like,
it
feels
is
so much stronger. I have a lot more fun playing it than I did before. But they're in such an awkward space right now where they just launched, 2 new modes. Those modes aren't quite finished, but they're actively trying to develop them further. They just finished off the first LEGO mode, so it's actually a comprehensible game. Festival obviously has the music controller
3 modes
came out. They're
3 modes, because new LEGO mode, OG, and Ballistic. So they launched 3 new modes.
Oh yeah, OG, I forgot about OG, but yeah. Like, it feels like they're just in such a weird spot where they don't know what they are advertising. Like, it feels like they want you to come play Fortnite, but they don't know what Fortnite is, and so they're trying to be like, look at all this cool stuff we have, without actually showing what that cool stuff is. So they, like, give you the logos, they show you clips, but if you watch any of the most recent ads for Fortnite, none of them actually tell you anything about Fortnite.
They're just showing the modes. It's like the 4 main PvP modes.
Yeah, it's either a combination clip of all the different modes, which doesn't tell you anything about the modes, or it is an ad for one specific mode, and then it's like they're relying on targeted advertising, and then when you go and play it, it's not strong enough as a standalone mode to overtake any of the other games. Like, I'm not gonna play Ballistic over Valorant. Like, Valorant is so much more developed of a game, and it has so much more. That's
how I feel about, like, Marvel
community.
Rivals. I also just not a fan of the art style, but, like, if I want something, I personally am a fan of the roll lock, but it's also just, like, developed, like, just balance. I'm more of a fan of balanced games, especially in a mode like that where it's competitive. I want it to work. So why would I play a new game like Ballistics or Marvel Rivals when we have Valorant, CSGO, or Overwatch that have been around for years and are developed and set up? Are they perfect? No. But they're better than what we have in the Fortnite or Marvel Rivals space.
Yeah, it's like you just... Before they either launched or started to advertise these modes, they needed to have them in a place where, as a standalone mode, it can be on the same level as the titans of the space. Like, Lego mode really should not have been launched as early as it was. It should have waited until it had this final Storm King boss, and then launch it, or even start advertising it. If you wanted to do a beta before, you could have. But they should not have advertised it as, look at this cool new mode we have, until it was finished now.
Because, I mean, like, look at the player count. Like, it went to, like, over, like, what, like 2-3 million or something at launch? And now it's, like, most days it's 40,000-50,000, which is still one of the higher game modes. But for what it is, because you also got to realize, when you look at player counts and stuff, and I see so many people talking about, like, Call of Duty on Steam, that's only Steam. Think about the amount of people that are playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is on Game Pass on Xbox or on PlayStation. This 40,000 for Lego, though, is everyone, because that is an in-game player count. So that is its peak on most days.
If they had waited for Festival as well, not only could they have launched it in, like, a special bundle with the Riftmaster stuff, like you could have gotten V-Bucks or, you know, guitar skins or something like that with the Riftmaster, because it would have already been out at that point. But they also would have had so many more artists lined up. They would have had songs already in the library for you. You wouldn't have had to wait for the console.
And imagine, like, the following season, then we get Battle, instead of, what was it, like 3 seasons later? For, like, just... Yeah.
They would have launched closer together, meaning it would have, once again, been its own standalone thing that they could have launched as a, like, solid game.
It's still, I feel like Fortnite's still very much going through identity crisis, and I think with OG, and we'll talk about some of that stuff here soon, they're going through, like, identity crisis, and I saw a lot of people saying this. It's kind of confusing, but it is true. Back in Chapter 4, we complained that there's not enough content, because we weren't getting updates. And now we've gotten how many new modes, and we're complaining about having too much content.
Yeah,
but I think it's fair because it's I don't think it's necessarily the content itself. I think it's an identity crisis, and it's, again, where their priorities are set. Cool, Ballistics is cool, First Person's cool, OG's cool, Reload's cool. But again, go to the roots, make BR good. Like, give us constant live events. Yearly chapters are killing it. Get some consistency.
What they really should be doing right now is, and I know it always goes back to the story with our podcast, but what they really should be doing is working the story into these modes. I understand it'd be kind of hard for something like Festival to kind of work the Fortnite story into it, but I'm sure there's a way they could, especially with something like Ballistic. Like, I very much see many story possibilities there, but imagine they have a story that is able to weave through all of these different modes. You can weave through OG to Battle Royale, through Ballistic, you know, even into Lego. Like, the way that they could tell this kind of multiverse story here would be absolutely amazing. But they've forgotten about that, and so everything feels so disconnected here in a place where we used to be like, oh my gosh, this game is, you know, changing the gaming space with the way that it's telling its story, the live events, that kind of stuff. Like, what if we had a live event that actually crossed these modes? Like how Big Bang kind of brought us through each mode.
But instead of an introduction, it was like more of a proper... actually playing
what
in a
if
mode.
During the event we actually played a round of Ballistic, or we went through and actually killed the Storm King?
I was about to say, like, fighting the Storm King, kind of like what, like, we did with Eminem, like, actually playing Festival. Like, we actually played Lego and we fought the Storm King. We did a round of battle or something with the squad that you join up with for Festival.
Yeah, it would just be so much cooler if they were able to, you know, actually make them feel like this isn't just tiny modes within Fortnite. It'd be cool to set them up equally to each other, you know, make them feel like they can each be their own independent things, but united by the Fortnite story.
And I think, again, like, what's just hard is, like, you look at, like, I know player counts is everything, but it is a metric. Like, it is the numbers. That is how things are done. Things are done by numbers. Whether you like it or not, that's just the fact. That's how businesses work. And you look at something like Rocket Racing, which is currently at 2,000 people, JJ.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I keep forgetting about
it. Like, exactly. Like, it is 2,500. Main stage is at least at 14,000. Now, Jam stage is at 700. The battle stage is at 1,000. That's lower. But Main stage is almost 14,000. Save the World's at almost 20,000. Save the World has almost more than Rocket Racing and all the festival modes combined. But then they don't care about Save the World. But then they
in
like
the sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of hypocritical in the sense where they're like, the modes that get players get the attention, but here's Save the World sitting here getting no attention whatsoever. We've had like
we
a
still
bunch
get
of
new passes for Save the World. Like, it's not something that they're completely forgot about, because we get passes to get more people in. Still.
Yeah, and it's like certain zero build modes or ranked modes don't get any players whatsoever. Like the zero build ranked stuff, I don't care who you are, it's low count. Like if you're playing rank, you're probably playing ranked build, because ranked zero build is just
why are you playing OG ranked zero build? There's 8,000 people, but I can tell you who's playing that. Do you know who's playing that? People that don't want to play against bots, which is like a whole other thing, which you kind of talked about the other week. And like, you look, that's how OG was last year. And that's one reason why I feel like some of these modes, because I literally played ranked the one day, like just to like first game or something. I forget if it was chapter 6 reload or what. Felt like 3 AI. Like the fact that I'm playing, like, there is no way to guarantee me to play against players in a PvP mode is just kind of annoying, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I just haven't played. I was really excited for OG, and then the second day, because that's also when the new zombie map came out, right? And I also worked, so I was just busy, and then the second or third day comes around, and I saw, oh, bots are in, and I just haven't had a motivation to play, because, like, why should I? And that's just been one hard thing. I think that's probably what most of those 8,000 people in OG ranked zero build are. They're zero build players that just want to play against people.
Yeah. And I understand that it's like hard for Epic, because yes, like they kind of have to add bots to make matchmaking faster, you know, make it so people don't have to wait ages to queue into a match. But at the same time, like, that mode especially is one where people aren't looking for bots. They're looking to play against the people who they played with when they were playing in Chapter 1, you know, the same people that they were getting into pre-crazy build fight era, you know, where people were building, but they didn't have all the crazy features they do now. They're wanting to go back and play against those same players, you know, re-experience those same things. But it's just such an awkward spot, because yes, they have to add bots, but people hate it. So even if they didn't want to, they put themselves in a spot where it's necessary, because there's not enough players in that individual mode for it to be able to stand alone. They have so many other modes, so many things distributing their player count. So when they add a cool new mode like this, they really don't have a choice after a couple days when the player count fizzles out and people go back to their usual modes. They don't have a choice but to add bots. Otherwise, people are waiting minutes upon minutes to queue into a single match.
So I get what you mean, but also no. Two things. One, we have older Call of Duties that have 500 people globally, and I'm able to find it match instantly on PC, which is only PC lobbies. That's 8,000 people, actual players, globally, right now. It's a combination with the skill-based matchmaking and the matchmaking system. If there is a weaker matchmaking, you can find it instantly. If it takes a long time, that's because that skill-based matchmaking is very strict. That's the problem with COD. But also, my problem with that is, if it is a player count problem, because that's when I was complaining about this in one Discord server, it's like, are the player counts low? It's like, if it's a player count thing, then why does BR have it at almost 300,000 people? Is matchmaking really that bad that we need bots to fill up a game when you have 300,000 people? It's a combination of skill-based matchmaking to make it even easier for the, like, it's not really a player count problem, because we have the evidence right here with the higher modes still having bots. I also just think it's just, again, like, they're so tone deaf. It's like they changed it and then they bumped it to 80 after everyone was happy that there was no bots, and then they bumped it up to 80 and everyone's saying, oh, you're just bad then, right? Because skill-based matchmaking, like, if you're a good player, you should only have 10, when the tweets were specifically saying, yeah, no, it doesn't matter your skill-based. The most you'll have is 12 pro players. It's just a really annoying situation And I think, again, I talked about this just multiple times throughout this year. I think it's just, for someone like me who plays comp and plays build, I think it's just going through an entire year where they've kind of just flicked me in the face and gave me the middle finger and just kind of disregarded a lot of the community. It's just kind of gotten annoying and like something I'm kind of done dealing with.
Yeah, it seems like they, and I'm guessing they probably do, but it feels like they don't have a dedicated team for ranked. It feels like they have a team for Battle Royale, and that team also handles ranked, but they don't focus on it.
But they have a team for comp, though. And I'm not saying I disagree. Like, I agree. I think it's like they have a team for comp, but then like the comp team isn't in charge of ranked. It's the pub. It's so weird. There's something really weird about it.
What they really need is a dedicated team for the ranked modes. That way they can make choices like, okay, what items that are new get in, what stay out, you know, what can we add to this to make it interesting, you know, the whole like siphon thing.
And not just normal like health siphon, but also build siphon, like getting 50 of each map. Like, is that good? Is that not good for ranked?
Yeah, like, imagine they had a team for that. Like, even if that one team handled the ranked modes for all the different modes, you know, like Battle Royale, OG, you know, Zero Build and Build. If they handled all of that, I still feel like having that team would allow for a little bit more growth and the communication between the players. You know, they'd be able to actually hear out the people that play that mainly, as opposed to just having it as a side option for the people that play pubs, you know?
And speaking of communication, let's get into Skin coming back. And some very poor communication that happened with Epic. Master Chief came back, JJ?
Yeah, I was so excited.
And then
it was like 3 years? Like 3.5 years since he was in the shop?
Chapter 2, Season 5.
Yep, pretty much the launch of the Series X.
But then they done goofed. They done lied to ya.
Yep, so for anyone who doesn't know, the Master Chief, he has a console exclusive style. By playing a match on a Series X or S, you get his matte black style. And in their original tweet about this style, they said that there's no time limit, no constraint, just at any point, if you ever play a match with Master Chief on a Series X, then you would get the style.
It's just the skin never came back.
Yeah.
But the style was still there. Then but it came back, but then they done goofed. What they say?
They said in a tweet that people were complaining about not being able to get the style. They were like, well, actually, there was a time limit on it, and it ended in this December. Yep, so if you didn't get it before then you can't get it again. And people were pissed, because that is literally, they quote tweeted the tweet that they themselves said there would be no time limit. It's like, listen, if you're going to claim that there was a time limit, don't quote tweet the tweet where you said there would be no time limit.
So I'm still confused. Because they said wording. The wording sounded pretty confident that there was a time limit. But then they're saying, oh, my bad, the wording was off. There is actually no time limit. You can now claim the style.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was anything about the wording. I think they just saw the backlash and backpedaled.
But there's some other stuff that happened, which I was very surprised by, is there's a new section in the item shop. We got the season shop back. Which very much took, I think, most people aback.
I mean, were you following the leaks, like, before it came out? Like, people knew that there was going to be a shop, and when they saw that certain items would take XP to unlock, everybody knew what was coming back.
I mean, yeah, that was like a week or so before, but even then, like, people were like, we're probably gonna get Renegade, it could be something else. I figured maybe like a reskin or something else, but then we just straight up got Renegade Raider, and the whole thing. This is the same thing that I have with, like, the other battle passes coming, which was a whole thing we're not going to get into because we have no idea at this point what anything means anymore with the OG stuff coming back. But my problem is the XP rates and needing XP. And it's the same reason with the other ones, Battle Pass is coming back. It's the fact that I had to do challenges to unlock styles on this season, on this map, with these players, right? Like, I did not have the advantages of sprinting to get around or things like that to get to different locations, so it was harder for me. And I also had to do quests. I didn't get all this XP stuff. So it's the same XP counts, I believe, with the Raider's Revenge pickaxe being 2 million, except you can earn it in a day. You could not earn it in a day during Season 1. I wish they would have, like, increased it a little bit, even if in the first one instead of 500k was 1 million. I wish they would have done, because that's my big thing. It's like, if I played back then, I struggled. It took me all season. It was a grind. And now I can sit here and do nothing. Or some kid can do something and just, okay,
Yeah,
I got
like
it.
you can sit in a creative match and get all the XP to unlock the shop.
And that's my problem with, like, the way things coming back is just, I get that it's like, oh, like, you know, I got it cheaper and stuff like that. But especially here, it's not cheaper. It's the same price, except I spent significantly more time to get it. So,
I think if they wanted to go this route, they should have at least made it like OG XP only. Like, only the XP that you gain from OG matches would count toward it.
But no. I wonder if Save the World XP counts, because Save the World doesn't count for dailies. Still annoyed about that. I mean, it makes sense, because it has its own daily system with V-Bucks and other rewards, and they give XP for that. But it's just so funny that it said X steps for Save the World. Which I'm still mad about that. How do you feel about the fact that the dailies are combined? So if you do 3 dailies in Reload, you don't get dailies in OG, or dailies in normal BR.
I'm conflicted on it, because on one hand, I really appreciate it, because as a person who doesn't have a lot of time anymore, logging on and being able to play any mode I want and get my dailies done has been great. Like,
but
being
you
able
could
to
do
hop
that
on
before.
for my
You could
my
get
45
3
minutes,
dailies
but
in any mode.
But like a universal dailies, like, because before
Yeah.
getting on and having dailies for each mode was a little bit overwhelming. It's like, okay, well, then I have to only play that mode, and I might not even get all of my 3 dailies done because the dailies are so weird in the time that I have. But now, say I want to play a round of Festival and I want to play a little bit of Reload and a match of BR. I could get all my dailies done just by playing a single match of all 3 modes, because I have, you know, a lot of different dailies in each mode that all count towards the same bonus goals.
Yeah. I get that.
So I'm just getting a lot more dailies done now than I did before, because it's just easier to have all of the modes contribute to one.
But again, it's just the idea that, like, I should be able to level up fully in one mode, but if I want to level up even faster, I should be able to go to another mode. And that's another reason why I feel like I just haven't played as much this season, is the XP is still abysmal. Like, I am level 50, which is insane, that I have, like, multiple wins in BR, like, I've gotten far, I've done it, but, like, I'm still level 50.
I mean, you said yourself, though, you played less here than you did
I haven't
in Rant,
played it,
so...
but, I'm hopping, I've hopped on multiple times to play Festival, I've hopped on multiple times, like, BR definitely is less, but I played, like, 3 days of Lego, and I got, like, no challenges done for XP. Like, I should be able to, and I just feel like I did not earn as much as before these changes, because the XP rates are just less, and just awkward, with the weekly cap instead of daily cap. But yeah, Fortnite's going through identity crisis, what a surprise. The other thing I want to bring up quickly before we get back to Winterfest, because we should probably talk about that. I talked about it with Call of Duty. JJ, you're in Fortnite right now, right?
No.
Dang. It doesn't matter, because you probably saw a question, where's our New Year stuff?
Not here.
No, we do. We do. We have,
There's gonna be an event.
No. We have, like, an emote, which is the same emote that I already have, I think. Noisemaker? And then Party Favor, but also I feel like Party Favor is also partly Christmas. Unwrap's definitely Christmas. So, yeah, we don't got anything for 2025. which I think is 2 or 3 years. Like, I'm gonna do the event, like I'm gonna stream like I normally do, because that's just the thing I do. But it's just like, why? Like, you want to, like, you have all these modes, you can make money. Imagine a guitar that says 2025. Imagine a car with fireworks on it. Imagine a wrap that says 2025 that you can use in ballistic. Like, you can make money off of New Year's stuff so much easier.
Like,
Copy
put one item for each mode in a bundle. Like, have a car skin, have a musical instrument,
and it can be copy
a wrap
paste of last year.
Yeah, like
just
literally
say
the same exact
2025
thing. Like, make it all the same color, like whatever you want to do, but sell it as like a universal mode bundle. The amount of people that would buy that, because 1, it gets you a cosmetic in every mode. 2, it's an annual New Year's thing, and you can only buy it now.
Yeah,
because
why?
Yeah, and 3, it's like the event thing. So I don't know why they're not doing it. It doesn't make sense.
2 or 3 years in a row now we have not gotten any cosmetics, and it just feels really weird. Anyway, let's go back to Winterfest. We got a snowy map. How do you feel about the snowy map?
We did. Nice. I like the way they did it this time around. You know, it's like a strip. It's not the entire map. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. Nothing too bad. I do wish that after seeing, what's it called, Halloween, I wish we got to get a little bit more for POI change for Christmas. I know it's like, oh, you only had 2 weeks. Well, we could have just got the POI change for 2 or 3 weeks and then go back. Like, we could have made Crackshot Cabin a little bit bigger, because I do like having Crackshot Cabin in the home screen. But the POI has not changed in 6 years. 6 years we've had Crackshot Cabin.
Yeah.
So I liked having the snowy map, but I wish, especially for how big the map is, we got like a proper POI or something. Like, because again, at least last year, yes, it was in the corner map, we got Santa's Workshop. And
I mean, like, what about Crackshot's mansion? Upgrade it. Give the man a mansion.
Because remember, last year we also had it for the island. The floating island was all the ice towers.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we get the ice towers, especially now? That would have made so much more sense with the different floating islands. Like, we could have got something other than just a boring Crackshot Cabin.
Crackshot's dojo.
Exactly. Like, every time I've gone in it, I've had one present under the tree. Like, only one spawned. I'm like, could we not do something a little better for like a 2-3 week thing? Let's talk about some of the items. We got ice skates finally, JJ.
Yeah.
It's just icy feet.
Literally,
it is just straight up a block of ice that you can enable and disable. However, I don't know how much you've used it. Being able to quickly disable it is very nice, because I think that is one of the most annoying parts about the icy effect.
Yeah.
So it's nice to do that. Like, sometimes, like, I'll shockwave, and I'll just enable it, and I just slide so much farther and just disable it, or I hop in the water. But it's just, I thought it was gonna be like ice skates. Especially like with the water areas, like we could have had the rivers, like especially if we're looking at the middle, like near the Demon's Dojo, there's a full lake, like Foxy Floodgate, there's this whole lake here. Why could that not have frozen over? And that's where like we get like ice skates just naturally. That'd be cool. We also got a hunting rifle today. Finally, it's a hunting rifle. Nothing different. Did you see there's gonna be a mythic one? Or there is a mythic one? Yeah, like we got stats for a mythic one. It's the same as legendary, so I don't know if it's in game right now, if it's gonna be updated, but there's a mythic hunting rifle. Huh. Yeah. I don't know what the difference would be with stuff like that. Because, like, I understand, like, maybe a little bit of a damage boost, but, like, it's already one-shot headshotting. But a scope would be a different gun. Just
no,
a sniper.
It's a hunting rifle with a scope.
Suppressor? Ooh, that could be cool. Suppressor and a little quick draw to ADS faster. I don't know. But I thought we got rid of mods. Which I'm so happy about. Anyway. And Blizzard Grenade, not the Chiller Grenade. Blizzard Grenade.
Yep, very different.
It is different. How do you feel about it? I think it's cool. I'm fine with it. So pretty much it's like a stink bomb. It gives like a full sphere and it slows you down and it gives you does damage over time through walls. 7 damage. So I'm totally fine with it. It doesn't do direct health, though, which stinks. That's one nice thing about the stink bomb is you stack 3 of those on top of each other and it just drains their health. But it's nice if you know where they are, you throw it around a corner and you're doing damage. I have nothing wrong with it. It's not something I'm going to pick up and it's like, oh, I need this for my loadout. But if I pick it up, especially like off spawn fights, it's nice to have.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? I mean, we got presents back, right? Did we?
Yeah. I think.
No, I think you can only get it from Mariah Carey. Can't see it from my Mariah Carey. I think it's a
we should probably touch on that.
Yeah, we did have a Mariah Carey event. Didn't we talk about that last time? No.
Did we? I feel like we might have mentioned the ice block itself.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, Mariah Carey's on the island now. That's interesting.
She melted out of ice and then started singing her famous song that nobody knows.
By the way, speaking of her coming out, with the trailer, right? We had everyone coming out of the portal. It was on the chapter 5 map. It was at one of the Doom locations. I think it was Doomstrat.
Yeah.
Why was that? I don't...
They were hoping you didn't notice.
Yeah, we noticed. A lot of people noticed. Yeah, sounds kind of cool. What do you think of the event? I mean, it was definitely it was a mini event for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Cool mini event. It could have been cooler, I guess. But
for
been what it was, bigger. Like it's, yeah, definitely. Like for the size of the ice cube, I was thinking we would have like a Godzilla Mariah Carey, you know?
Yeah, but I will say, I think one of the things I like about it most was the fact that when I left the game after I died, because, you know, I didn't have anything and I died, because everyone starts shooting when you start flying down, is the fact that the cabin was there, and, like, it instantly started Winterfest from the event. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Definitely.
Speaking of icons, Snoop Dogg. I want to talk about Snoop Dogg real quick, because he's kind of getting on my nerves.
Santa Snoop.
Because it's Santa Snoop. He was at the Game Awards. He was he's currently the festival pass, and he was part of the event for Prelude, and the final for Remix. And he took over Midas. Why is Snoop Dogg everywhere right now? Like, he's cool.
Bro just likes Fortnite.
But I'm kind of... But like, the Game Awards, too. Like, he's cool, but I'm kind of sick of it. Like, why is he one of our free skin? I'm also mad about that. Like, we didn't get a meme skin. We got, like, a generic and Snoop. Is Snoop really our meme skin? He doesn't have a dog style. He's just Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean?
Santa Snoop.
Like, but is that our meme skin of the year? Like, I never
what
used
part
the
of
meme
Snoop
skins.
Dogg is not a meme?
I don't know, the fact that he's a professional. Did you see the one clip that he gave one kid like 50,000 V-Bucks? But no, it's just, I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of Snoop Dogg now. Like, I want him gone. Speaking of Snoop Dogg and the item shop stuff, JJ, how do you feel about the item shop right now? This is a bit wild.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
So right now, we got a new skin. We got Doberman. I don't know. It's a doe bear. That's a man. This is why I'm mad that we don't have rarities anymore. He's only 800 V-Bucks. Which I don't mind, but I'd rather him be a little bit more expensive and some of these other skins be cheaper for how much we get. We don't get a back bling. It's like, that kind of makes, it's just, I don't know, real weird. But we scroll down, we got some other skins, we got, you know, some Christmas, and we got Mariah Carey. And then we got Santa Shack, Kill O'Neal. We got a bunch of icon emotes, dance floor. Then we got Spider-Verse with the new ones. And then No Way Home also came back for the first time in over 2 years.
For whatever reason.
Then we got Master Chief. And then Samurai Vader. Yes, we got a lightsaber sword before lightsaber. Love that. Then we got Edward Scissorhand coming back. Okay. Then we got what's it called? Cyberpunk. We lost it, but we had Skibidi Toilet.
Yep.
We have Disney Villains coming back, JJ. That came back tonight, I think. I don't know if it was in yesterday, but we got all of the Disney villains coming back. Then a Harley Quinn original style came back. And then we got Feudal Gotham with Ninja Knight Batman and Karate Harley Quinn. Then we got the OG shop. Then we got the superhero skins. We got some kicks with
like they
elf
have
shoes.
a wheel in the office that they spin like every night, and it's just like a random collab picker that they add to the shop. It's like whatever it lands on is in the shop for the week.
I said that the item, like, if someone said the item shop's so much better than it was before, and I said no, it still feels like AI. And these are some of the sections that just feel like AI. Instead of having a proper daily section, it's like, we still have Go Ballistic, which is just cycling through wraps, but I feel like our daily shop is signature style, which is just so random. We just have like a few emotes in here, a few skins, and no bundles, no like this or that, like just normal skin bundles. Few pickaxes, and it just feels like AI. It just feels like some random stuff was thrown in here. Like, we have Siren in here. It's like, well, we get Siren so much from all the rank stuff and ballistics.
Yeah.
It's like, why...
I feel like that's one thing that they haven't really fixed.
We have FNCS as well, with Renzo and stuff, and then we got Snoop's car.
You know, I feel like this is one thing.
There's more, because we also have 4 skins for the Brick Life. Go ahead, because that's it.
Good now.
We're at the bottom of the shop. That's all of them.
Okay. I feel like this is one thing that they definitely need to fix that they haven't yet, and it's one thing that we've discussed multiple times in the past, especially on the podcast. It's like the shop, it's too uncategorized, right? Like, they have categories on the side, they have the different like
and we have the
sorting options, but what they really need to do is have like weekly stuff. They need to have like a daily shop, like we discussed. They need to have weekly stuff. Then they need to have a collab section, so that like every day or even every week they can have 2 or 3 different collabs in the shop, and then they cycle out. Like, have a consistent schedule, so it's not just like any night anything can enter the shop. Have it be like, okay, so every Sunday night we get new collabs cycling in, like 3 new collabs cycling in.
I think it was Thursday or Saturday. Like, we were waiting for that specific day for the new skin.
Yeah, that way people know when things are happening. They can plan around it, and I don't know, it just feels like it made more sense that way, and you end up with less chaotic shops like this, right? Like, yes, it's nice to have all of these things available at once, but I would much rather have like... It makes it feel like such an event when something you've been waiting for comes back, as opposed to, you know, having all of these different things all at once. Because, like, imagine the hype that would be around when Master Chief comes back as one of the 3 limited collabs in the shop after 2 years of him not being there. You know, people would be thrilled about it. And then you'd have to pounce on it that week before he leaves, because you know he's going to leave that next Thursday, as opposed to, oh, he's here. Who knows when he's going to leave? And he could come back a month later.
4 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Or, like, but Save the World does that. Like, they have an event shop, which, like, goes for, like, the season, but also, like, a weekly shop. And it has a countdown, because we also got rid of the countdown now. Like, we don't have that anymore. But we had a weekly shop. Like, let's get a weekly towers. We have, like, the bundles, right? So, like, for example, like, right now, Edward Scissorhand, I know that's collab, but, like, that's the best thing I have. Like, you can buy the stuff individually, or you can buy the bundle, and then you have your daily shop with your pickaxes, your emotes, the random stuff. You throw a wrap or 2 in there. And that changes every day. And then you have your weekly shop, and then you can you can have all your collabs separate, but at least have that primary thing. Because another thing that I want to quickly, because we got to wrap up here, another thing that really disappoints me about the presents is we still have our 14 presents, and they're taken up by these other modes. I do not want a guitar on my BR Fortnite presents. I do not need another guitar or bass. I want a skin, I want a pickaxe, because they're not pickaxes yet, or something. I want it to be BR, because that is their primary thing, and again, they just have lost focus on that. Thought this was gonna be a lot happier. And then Fortnite just said, "Screw you."
They said, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal."
Pretty much. Anyway, guys, we'll see you one more time before the new year.
No.
What do you know?
On the new year.
No, because are we gonna upload it at midnight?
Yeah. Midnight New Year's Eve.
I don't know. Well, maybe you'll see it beforehand. Let's post it at 11:58. So if you're really dedicated, you can see it before the new year.
You have to comment. I was here at 11:58.
We can see timestamps. We will judge you if you lie to us. We'll send the FBI after you.
Put your comment in. We'll be waiting.
And how do they know when we do that? When we actually upload it?
Turn on the notification bell on YouTube or Spotify.
Or join the Discord and we'll tweet you 30 minutes later. Because that's when the bot does it. I don't know why the bot takes so long, but it does. And you can also talk about the new year. We'll talk about some stuff and other episodes and future projects and this and that. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a merry holiday season. I'm Dr. Zombrain.
And I'm tired.
Say something else. Like, that's like the 7th time you've been tired.
I'm really tired, okay?
At least be Billy.
I'm gonna take a
You're
nap.
Billy, okay? You're Billy tonight.
I'm Billy tired.
This is Billy Tired. I'm Dr. Zombrain. Bye.